me, kind of with this whole project, it's kind of been like a self-reflection. I'm still working on it, obviously, but like a self-reflection kind of thing of like what are my values, what is my community, and how can I put that out into the world in a way that others can see it and I'm not being threatening. This is what I am. That was definitely some way of showing it, because I didn't know how to really like show that exactly before I had come to this, and then actually had that chance to reflect and kind of understand how I express that, and then being able to put it into something with other people was really helpful, I think.
For me, it was like, I always like loved like painting and like very like 2D, like not super meaningful stuff. I mean, I've made like meaningful like paintings and stuff, but this and like the videos have been like the most meaningful art I've ever made. And I think it's because I stepped out of the box of just like looking at something and then interpreting something. And I think, yeah, I got that like big click actually the first time I like cried in here. I was like talking about what my video was gonna be about, and I was like, oh my god, like it all like kind of hit me, and I was like, this is way more than just like putting something on a canvas, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it felt like I was doing more with my art than I ever was before, in the sense of like I get to share what I'm experiencing in a way that others can understand and interpret for themselves. And that like really grew like my love for presenting something to someone, like art-wise, like with the videos. I wanted to show everybody my video first and then get feedback, interpretation. Like that's the art that I love now, instead of just like, oh, I hope this gets in the gallery, or like, you know, like it's like I went from 2D to like 4D and like my artwork, not just physically, like mentally almost, like it, like I went into like another dimension like for a while.
Art transitioned from like literally just paint on a canvas to like meaningful interpretation, like how you can like share it to others, versus just like, here's what it is. Take a look, to like, here's what it is, this is what it means.
This has just expanded me better, like just having social cues as an artist too, like knowing like the unsaid rules now, because I've had this educational flow. And
I also think the DP had a lot to do with like the analysis part.
Now that I said dance, like this also really helped me like in my like dance artwork too. Like instead of like, it's just crazy how art can do that. It's like there's this thing, but then there's also everything around it almost. At first I was just making dances because I had to for class, and like I liked dancing, but I didn't really like know the meaning behind it. And then when I joined the like DP class, we had to like choreograph our own stuff, and so I did like a dance about wanting to go back to your childhood and like loneliness. And so it like, and I think like this really helped spark that in like literally every single art form that I do.
Because it makes you like think about it on a deeper level, instead of just like, this is art. Instead it's like, how do you have to interpret this to like, give it convey it in a deeper meaning. How am I going to use this to show, not tell what I want?
But that was like the biggest thing that this whole group, like over the year and a half that we've been doing this, that's like what, like it turned on the switch.
Thinking. Make others think too.
Yeah, being like more intentional, like why is this there? What meaning does this have?